Hey there, I'm Meghan O.
And I'm Osei Kweku, and
welcome to the Daily Mix. So, Osei, did you see over the weekend that Black Panther, the movie, is like the best-selling superhero movie ever?
All time, man. That is incredible, right?
I know.
Shattering records.
Clearly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's been one of those. Wakanda forever is definitely the vibe. And speaking of shattering records, has your bracket busted yet?
I don't want to talk too much about it because I don't want to throw off my luckiness here, you know?
Okay.
Well, at least the last Final Four has been revealed, and I think we're going to be in for some exciting games this weekend.
Absolutely. Loyola Chicago will be going head-to-head with Michigan, while Villanova will go up against Kansas.
And the games will take place this Saturday at the Alamo Dome in San Antonio. And before the weekend is over, we'll know who will be playing in the national championship game on Monday. So do you happen to have any predictions?
Man, Kansas is looking good. That's all I can say.
Well, you know what? If your bracket has been busted when the University of Maryland, Baltimore County pulled off one of the biggest upsets in sports history, you can still be a winner.
Yes, DMV. Because crazy happened when the number 16 team made history by knocking out a number 1 team. And Little Caesars is giving everyone in America free pizza.
Are you serious? Free pizza? Yes, that's right. I love pizza. And you know what? This Monday, April 2nd, they're giving out their hot and ready lunch combo with 4 slices of deep dish pepperoni pizza and a 20-ounce soda.
That sounds like a deal. The free pizza will only be available between 11:30 a.m. and 1 p.m. or while supplies last. And you'll want to make sure you give yourself plenty of time, because if your order is placed after 1 p.m., even if you were in line at 1 o'clock, the promotion will have expired.
So maybe they should just get in line a little early.
You need to be there at 11:30 if you want to take advantage of this.
If you want some
right?
free pizza, you know. And we're excited to have Jared Arms and Morgan joining us a little later in the show. He's the founder of Kyler.io, and Morgan is a junior app developer.
Awesome. All right, okay, let's get to today's Daily Mix.
Yeah. Osei, what do you happen to think of St. Louis's beer scene?
I think the beer scene in St. Louis is historic for so many reasons.
Oh, so many reasons.
But the craft beer is really kicking.
Really, I know, right?
So last month, we told you that St. Louis was in the running to be known as the best beer scene in USA Today's 10 Best Reader's Choice Awards. We were among 10 cities chosen by a panel of beer experts.
So, well, the votes have been tallied and the results are in. St. Louis has won the title of the best beer scene in 2018. How dope is that?
And it should really come as no surprise, considering we're home to the world's largest brewer and a ton of craft beers.
So, you know, last year's winner was Grand Rapids, Michigan, took 2nd place. Rounding out the top 5 were Richmond, Virginia, even Cleveland, Ohio, and Fort Collins, Colorado.
That was kind of interesting. So I came up in Cleveland as well, so kudos to them, but St. Louis has got the title right now.
You got that right.
All right, so for all of you baseball fans out there, the wait is finally over. Opening day is this Thursday.
This is the earliest start ever for baseball, you know, and for the first time in 50 years, all 30 teams will be playing on opening day. Talk about a national holiday, right?
Right. The Cards will be opening on the road in New York for the first time since 1996. But what we really want to know is when they'll be at home.
You know, and after a 3-game series in New York and then games in Milwaukee, they'll be back in St. Louis for their home opener against D-backs on April 5th.
Yes, the Arizona Diamondbacks will be here, and opening day is like an unofficial holiday here in St. Louis. Do you usually head downtown?
Oh, every year. Are you kidding me?
So, you know, I'm getting acclimated to it.
Do you have your Cardinals shirt yet?
Yes,
At least the hat?
Yes, absolutely.
Okay, you're ready to roll.
Absolutely.
You're fine. You're fine.
Of course, you can always find out everything you need to know about the 2018 season by visiting Cardinals.com.
You know, and if you plan on heading down to Busch Stadium this season, you'll be catching the game at one of the top 5 ballparks.
Yep, that's according to an article from Forbes that ranked all 30 stadiums from first to worst. The author's rankings were based on the overall design of the ballpark, its settings, and the views both inside and out.
And you know what? They also looked at the amenities offered by each park, any historical relevance, and external developments that add to the fan experience.
Yep, and Busch Stadium came in third thanks to incredible views of the Arch and downtown
You know
St.
it.
Louis.
I love that. And at the top of the list were the Giants AT&T Park in San Francisco and Oriole Park and at Camden Yards in Baltimore. So what do you think about the ranking?
I think it could have been number one, honestly. I
you.
feel like, honestly, when I look at the ballpark and I've gotten that aerial view from 360, I was like impressed. So.
See, I know you can see everything.
Yeah, you can
I really
see
like
everything.
it. And you know what? So we've been talking a lot about baseball, but what can we say? It's that time of the year, and we've got one more for you.
Yep, the Cardinals and Edward Jones are teaming up again to honor the greatest players in the club's history, and they're giving you, the fans, a chance to vote on who you think should be included in the Cardinals Hall of Fame.
You know it, and this year's finalists include Vince Coleman, even Keith Hernandez, Jason Isringhausen, as well as Ray Lankford, and Scott Rowland, Lee Smith, and John Tudor. Fans can vote for their top two picks online through April 12th, so say.
Very nice. So the two players with the most fan votes will be announced on May 4th with a 30-minute television special on Fox Sports Midwest and a ceremony at Busch Stadium prior to the Cards game against the Cubs.
And the induction ceremony will take place on August 18th at Ballpark Village, and each member will be permanently enshrined in the Cardinals Hall of Fame gallery.
Yep, and you can view the ballots and cast your votes at cardinals.com/HOF through April 12th.
And if you are interested in working on the next NGA West construction project, this next one is for you as well.
Very big. The Army Corporation of Engineers will be hosting a job training fair where people can learn more about employment requirements, training opportunities, and apprenticeships, and much more.
You know, and they'll also have the chance to meet with representatives from key agencies like the St. Louis Building Trades BUD training program, as well as the St. Louis Agency on Training and Employment, the Army Corps of Engineers, and the NGA.
Yep, and this is a great opportunity to learn more about many of St. Louis's trade unions and construction-related training organizations. They'll be highlighting skills ranging from carpentry and heavy equipment operation to electrical work, HVAC, plumbing, and more.
And the massive $1.75 billion five-year construction project will employ thousands of contractors and other building professionals.
Love to see that. The job training fair will take place on Tuesday, April 3rd from noon to 6 p.m. at the Laborers Local 42 Hall on Ewing Avenue.
You know it, and for more information, visit nextngawest.com.
The annual Fighting Hard fundraising and dinner gala is just a couple of weeks away.
Wow, and a couple of weeks fly by really fast.
Right.
Fighting Hard was created to raise awareness and assist families impacted by hit-and-run driving.
Yes, the gala is an event to honor Jamaica Stanfield and many other victims of hit-and-run driving.
And this event is going to feature some great entertainment, including Grammy Award-winning gospel artist H.A.R.D, as well as Andrew Lloyd Webber's touring dancer, who happens to be John Schweppesire IV.
And there will also be soulful sounds of national recording artist Brian Owens and the Deacons of Soul. So that's going to be nice.
It really is, you know, and you can join Fighting Hard for this incredible night, which happens to be Thursday, April 12th at the River City Event Center Ballroom.
For ticket information and more, check out fightinghard.org.
And you know what? Sunken Cities, Egypt's Lost Worlds, the epic story of one of the greatest finds in underwater archaeology, as well as now is open at the St. Louis Art Museum.
I want to check this out. And this is especially exciting because the St. Louis Art Museum is the first North American museum to host the epic exhibit.
Yeah, I know, right? And in 2000, renowned underwater archaeologist Frank Godiot and his team discovered two lost cities of ancient Egypt that had been submerged under the Mediterranean Sea for over 1,000 years.
Now, more than 200 ancient artifacts ranging from precious gold coins to massive 16-foot sculptures are on display to help us gain a better understanding of life during the age of the pharaohs.
Yeah, and Sunken Cities will be on display at the St. Louis Art Museum through September 9th of this year, and you can find out by visiting slam.org.
All right, this is an awesome story, and it's been getting some national attention.
It really has. You know what? Hannah Hemos, who is the therapist at St. Louis Children's Hospital, and she has created a program to help empower young brain tumor patients.
Love this. Through creating personalized radiation masks, Patients will have a choice in who they want to identify themselves with, whether it be a princess, a superhero, or maybe even a stormtrooper.
This part I really love, because Evan, who is a little boy who loves Star Wars, who doesn't love Star Wars,
right?
He was the first kid to receive a painted mask who wore his stormtrooper costume to every appointment, but had to leave his helmet behind because of the radiation mask.
Yep, thanks to his painted mask, his costume was once again complete. The smile on his face absolutely says it.
It was just everything. And here's the best part. Just last week, he was officially declared cancer-free. So way to go, Evan.
Yes. You can find out more about Evan's story and the painted mask by following St. Louis Children's Hospital on Facebook and on Twitter.
And you know what? Speaking of Fabulous Fox Theater, right? Hamilton opens up at the Fabulous Fox Theater next Tuesday for its St. Louis premiere. And the Broadway musical tells the story of America's founding father, Alexander Hamilton, and features a score that blends hip-hop, jazz, even blues, rap, R&B, and Broadway.
Man, the reviews are crazy. When tickets for the hit show went on sale back in October, it sold out in just 4 hours. Yes, 4 hours. And if you didn't get your hands on any tickets, you probably are thinking you're out of luck.
Well, you know what? Maybe not though, Osei, because producer Jeffrey Seller recently announced a digital lottery where 40 orchestra tickets will be sold for every performance, and they're selling them super cheap.
Come on, man. Each lottery will open at 11 a.m. 2 days prior to the performance, starting on Saturday, April 1st. And no, this is not an April Fool's.
I know, right? I was thinking that. Now, for the fine print, you must be 18 years old to enter, and you can only enter one time per each performance. So you also may enter every performance, but each lottery winner can purchase up to 2 tickets.
Winner and non-winner notifications will be sent out by 11 a.m. the day before the purchase, and winners must complete their online purchase by 4 p.m. that same day.
You know, and to enter the lottery, you can use the official Hamilton app, or you can register online at hamiltonmusic.com.
All right, Hamilton will run at the Fox from April 3rd through the 22nd. You can also find out more information at thefabulousfox.com.
And you know, Easter is this weekend, so do you have any plans or traditions that you look forward to?
You know what? Not in particular, but I mean, of course, you always look forward to that Easter meal.
I know, candy.
Okay?
That's the part that I love. And you know what?
Of course, Easter egg hunts are a tradition for many, and I don't mean just for the kids.
You know what, there's also adult Easter egg hunts. You know, they seem to be gaining more popularity each year, which is evident in the number of area hunts that are already sold out for this weekend. Can you believe that?
Yeah, man. Luckily, there are several taking place around the metro, and we were able to do a little digging and find a few that you can still get in on.
So let's start with this one then. So on Friday, Brentwood is hosting an adult flashlight hunt in Memorial Park. So you can get a group of friends together and come out and search for Easter eggs and great prizes. You do have to be 21 or older, so I will tell you that. And you can find out more at brentwoodmo.org.
Yep, and St. Charles will also be hosting a hunt on Friday night. Each hunter will collect eggs that are good for a range of prizes, including the grand prize of a $100 Visa gift card. The hunt will take place at 8 p.m. at Waple Horse Park. You can find out more information on this one at stcharlesparks.com.
And if this weekend just doesn't work for you, trust me, I understand. So don't worry, we have more for you.
All right. Next Friday, April 6th, Columbia, Illinois will throw its adult-only rotten egg hunt. This is another nighttime hunt, so be sure to bring your flashlight when you come out to hunt for deals and prizes.
Seriously, you know, and they will also have food trucks and beverages available for purchase starting at 6:30. And you can find out more information at mymainstreetcolumbia.com.
And now it's time to welcome our guests to the show, H.A.R.D Arms and Morgan. Thanks you guys for joining us. All right, so we are here with our guests, H.A.R.D and Morgan. How you guys doing? Good, good. So tell us, I mean, obviously this is a huge undertaking, and I know, you know, it probably came from a place of dreams. So, you know, tell us a little bit about the background on this.
Yeah, so H.A.R.D for Kids is a non-for-profit program I started in 2014. So we're coming up on our 4th year anniversary this July 11th. And it started off from me losing some close friends due to gun violence in my high school year. So losing close friends such as Stacy Smith, Antoine Dotson, and a few others. I started to hear these different technical, like, mishaps that was happening. So maybe at certain funeral homes, they was talking about we run out of color obituaries, or at different funeral homes not as satisfied reading some of the content that some of these local news articles was putting up. So that kind of gave me the idea to want to start learning how to create a comment box, how to create like my own share button and things like that, so people can share these color obituaries seamlessly. So really just kind of more through technology, learning how to code based off of that. And that's like 2007 as a 17-year-old through high school. Then just years later, just watching different movies such as like things like The Social Network kind of actually made me get motivated to want to learn more about coding. And then about a year or two after that, I launched my own company. A year after that, for like the first year anniversary, just launched this not-for-profit program, and then that's kind of like the thing now. So really we launched in 2014, July 11th, down off Grand and Bissell, partnered up with Connections to Success in Grace Hill just to focus on underserved areas, but now we've been expanding, so today we just talk about, I guess, like the latest. Yeah.
That's fast. 2014? Wow.
Yeah,
so the demand has just, you were able to see how much there was a demand in our community for your field.
Oh, yeah.
And then especially with creating an organization, nonprofit organization, I know you have helped so many people tremendously and inspired them about a gift that they didn't even know that they had or were interested in.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
So let me ask you this, was your desire to get involved in tech out of this, the whole gun violence thing? Is that why you decided to kind of just follow that path, or was it something you were kind of looking at as well beforehand?
Yeah, so my mom really wasn't just as focused on the technology in high school as she now that she thinks she should have been. So when she graduated, her thing was she didn't really know how to work the mouse and stuff like for our first interview. So her dream was, if I ever have kids, he's going to at least have a mouse to know how to use the computers. So it started off with her and that passion, and then personally just having like I guess that was the problem that I discovered first, and then technology was the way I could provide new solutions for it.
Sure.
Yeah.
So Morgan, I mean, how does this all come together? I need to hear this story.
Yeah, so we connected with Morgan before I let her start. 2014, when we launched it, we was only focused on underserved communities, so maybe people were like a lot of gun violence and things like that, drug trafficking. But since we've been expanding, we focusing on students in all areas of all races, all cultures and religions and things like that. So we partnered up with St. Louis Community College, Florissant Valley, and NASB organization this past summer. And from there, we were able to host workshops at Flow Valley and really trying to just to develop new positive energy in Ferguson with everything that's been going on. So she was one of our students that caught my attention that was very outstanding when we was doing Kindle Fire, iOS, and Android development, as well as Intro to HTML. So I got connected with her about, I think, July 18th for that class, and she's just been with me since.
Okay, so you're like a tech superstar on the rise.
Already, I know, right?
Okay, so what's your background, Morgan? Why are you so passionate about technology?
Well, I'm passionate about technology because technology can help you with a lot of things. Technology helps you with, it helps you as a doctor, it can help you as anything. And I want to help people, and when my mom told me that that coding is helping people these days, I wanted to get access to it. So once I got access to it, I fell in love with it, and I've loved coding ever since.
Morgan, how old are you?
I am 9 years old.
Do your friends, do you teach them a lot?
I try to, but they are stubborn.
They are? Okay, how are they stubborn? Are you going to tell them about the camp that you were involved in?
I told them, but they're always like busy.
Okay.
They're usually busy, so I don't really do it. And since I have some other friends, they're just not that close, and I don't think that they'll be interested.
I got you. Does your mom and do your family members come to you for help all the time?
No.
Okay.
I usually come for them to help.
Oh, okay. Well, that's even better. Okay.
So you're a tech rock star. What do you want to do? You seem grown already, but what do you want to do when you grow up?
I want to code.
Okay.
Nice.
Coding is, and we know that STEM has certainly been a major emphasis. So did you get involved in one of those programs at an earlier age?
Yes.
Okay.
Nice. So Jared, I have a question for you. What other programs or community development opportunities do you have for people to attend?
Yeah, so another popular program that we have is our College for Trauma program, where we partner with licensed clinical social workers locally, and we have on-site offices as well as online services, and we focus on all ages. And really focusing on key areas like custody evaluation, bullying, anxiety, social isolation, all these type of things. And we also have another component where we partner up with a few community leaders, where we have a nonviolent video game tournament, where we partner up with officers and African Americans, usually ages 15 through 25, where we either play nonviolent video games or we build nonviolent video games to really just create more positive value. So sometimes some of those students may come from like juvenile centers to kind of help with different things aside from just the traditional community service programs that they have. And then we have another cool one, like we have a seniors program, and we also have an internships program that'll be releasing this Thursday for high school and college students ages, I think, 16 through 35.
Okay, I was on your Facebook page and I saw that you have a meetup coming up.
Yeah.
Well, tell me, okay, what day is that?
Yeah, so that's this Thursday, the 29th at Venture Cafe in the James Crutchfield Room, 7 to 8 p.m.
Okay.
So we usually have a monthly meetup, and our company meetup be open to the public. So we'll have our board of directors there publicly. We have about 20 directors now on the platform. And it'll be pretty sweet. We have a few of our partners there, a few students showing some of their work, and just talking about like the latest going on.
Okay, and then what's your Facebook page?
Facebook is Jared Arms, but facebook.com/jarms90.
Okay, that works, that works,
We commend you and salute your work, and definitely looking forward to seeing where this goes. I think you guys might help put St. Louis on the map. And Morgan, congratulations to you on all your success. And we wish you nothing but the best.
Thank you.
Yeah, absolutely, absolutely. So again, thank you all. And then also they have the Kyler.io Tech Camp, which is April 7th through the 28th. So
Right.
I'm excited to see how that goes for you all. So you can also check us out on Facebook, as well as YouTube, Twitter, and Instagram, and drop us a line at the Daily Mix at stltv.net. We really want to hear from you.
All right, and that's it for the Daily Mix, but keep it right here on STL TV and experience St. Louis.
Yeah, thank you.
Thank you.